So I thought Wave 1 of the Transformers 1 Prime Changers was pretty cool. You know, the Optimus / Orion does some interesting things different than the Studio Series, but I'm not necessarily sure if it's better than it. And the Alpha Trion, hey, I love getting an Alpha Trion in the collection. But these two weren't the ones I was most anticipated about. Actually, Wave 1 and Wave 2 released simultaneously, and Wave 2 has Sentinel Prime and Bumblebee. And these two are the ones that I am definitely the most excited about. Sentinel Prime, we don't get a lot of toys of him, especially new iterations of the character. You know, we pretty much only have animated and Dark of the Moon. So I'm very excited to have a Transformers 1 Sentinel, even though I do think we might get a Studio Series. I think a Voyager one is in the rumor lists. And then Bumblebee, he looks great. I love how he's kind of like this golden yellow, reminds me of the old War for Cybertron Deluxe. And I love the look of Bumblebee in the movie. So let's go ahead and move these off to the side. I will compare them at the end of the video. I'll have a group shot of all of them. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about these ones. I haven't really talked about the box too much. I kind of skipped talking about the box in the first video for some reason. But I think it's pretty cool. I love the pictures of the characters on the sides. And because I kind of skipped over the Wave 1 versions, there's Alpha Trion's picture, and there's Optimus's picture. Very neat, very cool boxes. I know the Quintesson Commander is like a Walmart exclusive, which sucks, but I'm sure I'll find it. I'll get that one, and I'll talk about that whenever I manage to find it. But out of these two, I think the one I'm most excited about is probably Sentinel. So let's open Sentinel first. I've been waiting to open him. Actually, I found, Optimus, Alpha Trion, and Sentinel at my local Target very shortly after release. But the Bumblebee, why are we stuck? But the Bumblebee, I actually had to find at a different Target. I looked around and it was like the last one. I was kind of disappointed that my Target didn't have the Bumblebee, but hey, I found it. I wanted to wait to make these videos until I found Bumblebee. So, again, we've got all the little plastic clips. Oh, joy. It seems like Sentinel comes with a lot. If I can avoid it, I try to, like, get the piece out without cutting the clips. Like, I will literally, like, push it through cardboard instead of cutting the clips if I can help it. I just hate these little clips, man. I wonder, can I open this guy without cutting any of these ties? I'm going to give myself the challenge. I'm not going to make you guys watch it all at full speed, but I'm going to see if I can get them all out without cutting any of these. Oh, heck yeah, let's go. Finally, I don't have a big mess to clean up. Oh my gosh, I almost missed these up top. I would have been devastated. Alright, so looking at the box as kind of a guide for all these accessories, it seems like these can either be handheld or attached to the wings. Let's go ahead and have him at least hold one of these. Does he have like an arm, like, he does have an arm mount, good. So we can have the shield right there. Have him hold on to these little guns. And I think those will clip onto the jet wings in jet mode. And then he has these that I almost lost. Those we can put up on his shoulders. And honestly, dude, I think this is a sick design for Sentinel Prime. It reminds me actually the most of Zeta Prime from War for Cybertron. And Zeta Prime and Sentinel Prime are functionally the same character. So I definitely see where they kind of got the influence from Zeta Prime for this Sentinel. I love the design. I love all the little gold highlights on him. It just looks so nice. I'm sure he will die in the movie. I'm sure he will. I mean, Optimus Prime needs to happen, so that means Sentinel Prime needs to not happen anymore. I love the head sculpt. He looks like a pompous prick, and I enjoy that. Because Sentinel Prime, I mean, when is he ever a good guy? Maybe in G1, but he was hardly a character in G1. Animated, he was a jerk. Dark of the Moon, he was an absolute jerk. So I'm sure this Sentinel will carry on the tradition of being a jerk. It does seem like... Does this tab in better? Oh yeah, tabs in way better. Oh, that's solid, man. Seems like the wings you have a lot of choices with. You can, like, angle them any way you want. You can even spread these out if you want. You know, how does that look? That doesn't look bad. That doesn't look bad. I can see them maybe retooling this for the Starscream. I can see them maybe turning this into Starscream. I don't know. It's got some similar vibes, I feel like, and they're both jets. I like the shield piece. That looks really cool. And I think the accessories overall, I like all the weaponry on him. He looks very, very prepared for battle. And again, I just enjoy the design. I think it's just a nice look for Sentinel Prime. So his articulation seems to be a ball joint at the head. Looks like he has universals at the shoulders. You can also rotate those guns if you want. He's got an upper elbow swivel and then an elbow joint. Nothing at the wrist. He does have a waist joint. I really appreciate how modern Transformers, for the most part, always have waist joints. He has ball joints at the hips that move pretty fair. Thigh swivel. Ooh, that knee bend feels tight. Oh, okay. It's got like a bit of a ratchet to it. That's why. There we go. You can see like that plastic groove. It has to get over that to bend. See, now it's better, now that it's been worked in. Then the feet. He's got like these cool ankle guards, it seems like. I really appreciate that look. You can't really tilt them too much forward and back, but he does have some side tilt, which I definitely appreciate. They didn't have to articulate those feet at all, in my opinion, but I'm happy they did. How does he look next to Orion and Alpha Trion? So next to Alpha Trion, you can see he's a little shorter. Still looking pretty good, though. Definitely, I'm going to love this collection when it's all done. And I don't care if I'm going to have a Deluxe and a Voyager Sentinel, honestly. At this point, I'm so deep into Transformers collecting, I really couldn't care less. And then here he is with his successor, Optimus Prime. So you can see, yeah, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. And then also bringing in the Studio Series one, because why not? You can see Studio Series is huge. Probably because, you know, he's a Deluxe. They didn't want to make him a Voyager, so they're going to make him all, like, relative scale. So I'm sure, like, Studio Series Bumblebee will be shorter than this Optimus. Same with, like, Alita 1 and whenever they get around to those. All right. So here he is in his robot mode. Let me get his box back out so I can look at this image as a reference for how the vehicle mode goes together. So I'm going to assume all of the weapons we're going to want to remove. All of them. Be gone. And it seems like we're going to take this panel. Head's going to flip in, I guess. Is the head going to flip in? Seems like it's on a hinge. Is it like attached to this whole piece, though? Yeah, it is. That's clever. And then we will, I guess, rotate. Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is the front of the jet. Okay. Oh, so that's cool. We could probably just keep these on for transformation. I appreciate that. I definitely appreciate that when you don't have to take weapons off. I'm sure the handheld ones, yeah, you'd have to take off. But yeah, it seems like... Oh, I love how the arms form the nose cone. That is so clever, dude. Jeez, typically the nose cone's just like buried either in the chest or on the back. It's very rare to see the arms not only form the nose cone, but form a nice-looking nose cone. That looks really good. Then it all just squeezes together. It doesn't seem super accurate. Looking at the front, it seems like it's not 100% accurate, but it still looks nice. You know, I still enjoy it. And then these we will go ahead and put right there. And then, oh, okay. So it seems like I'm missing something with... Does the head conceal differently? Maybe that stays folded. Yeah, I think so. Okay, yeah. That stays folded right there. And then the legs, he's got these little winglets. This seems cool so far. I'm definitely enjoying this. Does he do like the leg thing where it goes in like this? Maybe. Alright, so the foot goes in. Okay, yeah. I figured it out. We got there. So he does that jet former thing where the legs kind of collapse into the thigh and go around just like that. That's clever. That's definitely clever. And then the wings, we're going to want to attach to the legs just like that. There we go. Man, I love this transformation. Flip those out. And then this piece plugs in back there and looks very, very cool. And then these pieces, we're going to want to make sure that... Oh, it looks like I should probably attach them before I... Yeah, because you want them under. So before you tab in the wings to the legs. Okay. Okay. Man, that's a nice transformation, dude. This Sentinel is definitely my favorite so far out of the Prime Changers. I am very happy with this. Look at this jet, dude. This is good. This is so good. Look at all the colors and everything. Like, the robot just folds away and conceals so well. The arms actually forming the nose cone is ingenious. And honestly, you don't really have to do much of any parts forming for this, even with the weapons. You could leave those there if you want. Pretty much the only thing would be the shield. You know, you probably just want to remove that shield, but even then, it would probably just be on the leg. Man, this is nice. This is really nicely done. Bravo, Hasbro. This is a winner. This is an absolute winner. And I am very excited to see it upscale to Voyager class, because I think that'll be even better. This is definitely the winner so far. But, looking at this Bumblebee in the box, I don't know, man. This Bumblebee looks good, too. I'm definitely digging the look of this. I love Bumblebee's design in the movie, because it feels like a blend between War for Cybertron and the Bumblebee movie, because his head design is actually like movie Bumblebee, but with like a more classic face. As he doesn't have the horns. He has like those little, you know, tiny bits on his head. Because I feel like Transformers 1 is loosely supposed to be like a prequel to the Bumblebee movie universe. That's what I feel like. Oh, okay. Dang, your feet are huge, bro. Oh my gosh. Let's see, can I do the same thing? Can I get this guy out without clipping any of these? Here, let's do a speed up. Let's go. So my first impression of Bumblebee out of the box is that he is the most physically substantial out of all of them so far. He is very decently sized. Like, dang. He's, like, chonk-wise, he does not scale with Optimus. I feel like he scales better with the Studio Series. Like, that's the scale right there. He does come with some really nice accessories, too. Here, let's put Sentinel tastefully in the back. So he has his chest plate, which I love this, because it actually shows, like, the cog of transformation in there. Like, that's a really cute little gimmick. You know, you can put the chest on, and then he looks more physically complete. Or you could have it off, and you could actually see the cog of transformation in there. And I appreciate it's not attached in the package, because, you know, some people would be like, oh, I'm just going to yoink that. And then he also has his very standard Bumblebee accessories. He's got his arm blade, which it seems like it can only attach to the right arm, looking at the tabs right there. So we can attach the very classic Bumblebee movie arm blade. And then he has his hand cannon, which looks like this can attach to the left arm. Oh, I love how that integrates. That looks seamless, man. I mean, sure, you can kind of see the fist right there. That's a really good integration of the arm cannon. That's really nice. You know, there is a figure I really want to bring down, because this guy so far has really given me some serious vibes. I'm getting some serious War for Cybertron Deluxe Bumblebee energy from this guy, largely because of the color. Like, you can see that color match is very similar. And obviously this is the old War for Cybertron Deluxe, so he's larger. I never got the Studio Series. I wasn't a big enough fan of the mold. I just got Cliffjumper. But I still love this Bumblebee. And even just looking at the designs, they feel very similar. They really do, like, especially around the chest. I definitely see the inspiration there. I'm very interested to see, like, how this movie aesthetic seems to be pulling from the War for Cybertron game. Because, like I said, Sentinel feels like Zeta Prime. You know, I definitely enjoy this. So I am loving this Bumblebee so far, and I've hardly messed with it. It just feels good, man. Like I said, it's physically the most substantial out of all of them. The joints seem very nice and solid. I love the head sculpt. Like, this head sculpt captures the look of Transformers 1 Bumblebee so well. You can see what I mean about the head design. It's very, like, movie Bumblebee-esque. Very. And I love the face. I'm very excited to see Keegan-Michael Key voice Bumblebee, because I think he's very funny, and I think his voice is very fitting for Bumblebee. Oh, excuse me, B-127. He's not Bumblebee quite yet. He's just B-127. Or, Badassatron. Sorry, I had to. I'm gonna love this movie. It seems so corny, but I love it. I love the legs. Look at, like, the shaping right there. And he's got, like, these very nice, like, seamless wheels. Like, you can hardly tell those are wheels. Like, they're so well integrated into the robot design. The feet are very huge. Loving the feet. It makes the figure feel very stable. He does seem to have like the whole like side joint thing going on, but it does seem to tab in pretty securely. But if you are like moving him just a little bit too much, you are going to end up popping that. But just get it nicely squozing in, and then it'll be good to go. Yeah, he doesn't seem to really have much back kibble either. This pretty much seems to be like this one panel. I am loving this Bumblebee, dude. I am loving it. Bringing it in with Alpha Trion right here. I'll compare it to Zeta at the end. You can see, yeah, you know, this is definitely a larger scale figure. I definitely, like, I want to show it again. This scale seems right to me. Like, this seems right. I'm going to have these together for now, but I'm sure we're going to get a Studio Series. Is it very necessary, though? I don't know, because I'm loving this Bumblebee so far. I think Wave 2 is definitely better than Wave 1 for Transformers 1. Alrighty, let me get the box back in so I can look at the vehicle for the transformation. Because I don't like looking at the instructions, but as long as I have a physical reference, I usually can get it figured out. So let's go ahead. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, cool. So you can give it to the left arm as long as it has the cannon on it. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I'm happy they figured that out. Okay, so let's get the cannon out. I'm not sure where this goes in the vehicle mode. Maybe I'll find a spot. Maybe I won't. All right, let's try to get this. So this is going to be the front. Absolutely, this is. And then looks like this will kind of form more of the back. The feet, I'm going to guess. Do the feet, like, move? Or do they just go down? I'm very curious how these feet are going to integrate. I feel like we need to rotate the waist. Let's do that. I'm feeling a waist rotation in this transformation. I'm feeling it. Where does the head go? Oh, okay. Okay. So that flips. Head conceals. I'm sure that closes back up. At least I feel like it should close back up, right? Shouldn't it? Oh, maybe. Oh, okay. So I see this little groove in the head. We're going to want to rotate the head and then put it in. There we go. Very subtle little step, but it makes a world of difference, I guess. All right, and then the arms. Looks like these are on like a multi-hinge deal. So we're going to rotate those in. There we go. Multi-hinge deal. Get that all in there. All right. The arms, I guess those might get covered up by the legs, because the legs seem like they're going to do a lot for this. That's my guess, because these legs are like on these massive like multi-hinges. Yeah, so I'm going to guess maybe the arms go on the inside? Or maybe do they tab together? Because I'm seeing like that tab right there. Like where the hand is. Oh, yep. I think I got it. Booyah! There we go. There we go. See, it's so much more rewarding for me to figure it out myself, man. This is what it's all about for me. It's like a puzzle, dude. It's like a puzzle. All right. And then get that right there. I'm loving like these big jutting out panels on the back. That looks really cool. So it seems like the legs are gonna connect right back there, connect to the sides, and this top panel is going to come down, tab all in, and then, yeah, there we go. Does this go anywhere? Oh, yeah, it does. See those little pegs right there? It's going to go up top. Booyah. So, this vehicle is sick, and I love the transformation. This seriously is one of my favorite deluxe-sized Bumblebees. I think it is. I love this Bumblebee, dude. This is awesome. Definitely love how the wheels are integrated. I love how the legs, like, encompass everything. The massive feet turning into, like, these big old, like, thrusters in the back. Like, it just makes it look fast. Let's get that off. That looks kind of ugly. I love the big black stripe across the front. The front looks very nice and distinguished. I do think you can still remove the chest panel if you want, but I don't care. The arms. I love how the arms tuck in. And I'm proud of myself for figuring that out myself. Because that's pretty subtle, man. That's subtle. That is definitely subtle. I do see, though, why you can't attach the arm blade to both, because there's only space for one of those tabs. So they were able to kind of figure out a compromise for getting it on the left arm. You just need to have the gun on the left arm, too. This is good. These are great figures, man. Wave 1, Alpha Trion and Optimus, they were good, but these are great. Out of all of the Prime Changers so far, these are definitely the winners. So there we go, guys. There's my look at Transformers 1 Prime Changers Wave 2, Sentinel Prime, and Bumblebee. These are so great. I have a feeling that one of these might end up on like my top 10 robots of the year. Like, these are so good. The Optimus and the Alpha Trion, they're nice. They're okay. But these, I am just thoroughly impressed with the engineering, with the design, with the quality. These are great. I highly recommend these. Optimus, make your choice between Studio Series and the mainline. I would still lean more towards Studio Series, but the mainline does do a couple things that I prefer. Alpha Trion, he's a nice one, but he's a very standard, four-legged beast transformer. Very standard. But these, the Bumblebee is very nicely engineered, and the Sentinel Prime does a lot of stuff I didn't expect, and it does it very well. Love both of these. And as you can see with all four of them together, it's a pretty decent collection. I definitely think the Bumblebee scales best with the Studio Series Optimus. The Bumblebee, I feel like, stands out here not only as a little too large, but also as probably objectively the best figure out of all of them. I don't know. I love this collection so far. I'm very hyped for this movie. From everything that I've heard from early screenings, it's not going to let me down. I am so hyped to see this movie next month. Let me know what you guys think about these toys, though. I think they're cool. Again, Studio Series and mainline coexists, just like it did with Rise of the Beasts. Rise of the Beasts, though, they never finished their mainline. They never did Battle Trap. They never did RC. There's just a few that they never did. But hey, I wonder how far the mainline's going to go for Transformers 1. I'm very excited to see it. Alrighty, guys, there we go. Thank you so much for watching. Special shout out to channel members, as always. Thank you all so much for the continued support. Have a great one, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.